Hey, this is Jim at Broadfield, back at you live again this week with another dealer webinar. It is Octoberfest here at Broadfield, and I searched all over the place for a decent German beer, and they're just not easy to come by here in New York. So instead, I'm going to go with one that I've been holding out on because my production team did not want me to bring it on camera. Treehouse, one of my favorite double IPAs that they make, is green. The reason my production team does not like this is because if I pick it up and hold it back on camera, it disappears in our virtual set because we're going live on green screen. So I'm just going to pop that into my nice Broadfield koozie. And if you're going to be out at NAB, you can definitely join us. But this is a great brew from Treehouse up in New England. An awesome double IPA that sips very smooth, very hoppy. Nice rich flavor, definitely one I would recommend. A couple of weeks ago, we talked about some of the other brews from them, a new collaboration and some other stuff that they offer. The Sap Christmas beer that they made all year round, but green is one of the original IPAs that really turned me on to this place, and it's a really, really beautiful place to visit if you're ever up in the area and have the opportunity to stop by. Like we do in the beginning of every single month, today's live show is going to go over some October specials, and we've got some great news to talk about today. We've got some new products, some specials, promotions, and more. I want to remind you to tune in and to join us every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time when we talk about a different topic to help you close sales and grow your business in 15 minutes or less. We are building up for the NAB New York show. If you're in the New York area, October 16th and 17th, and need passes for the show, reach out to me, Jim at Broadfield.com, or check out our website at Broadfield.com, and we can hook you up with a activation code that'll get you free passes for the show. I believe this is the last week that that code gets you free passes. After that, you do have to pay, so be sure to register now. And that's our pre-show. It doesn't mean I'm going to stop drinking. We're ready to go live and talk about some of our great October specials. First, let's talk about some of the products that are now shipping because we're really excited about these products that are going to make for a great Q4. The Atomos Ninja V. Yes, that's right. This is the product in stock in our warehouses, shipping now. We are fulfilling back orders as quickly as possible. We are also accepting new stocking orders now, and we have a great introductory promo that we just finalized with Atomos yesterday, right after our launch email went out. If you have the Atomos Ninja 5 sold or pre-sold, you can offer your customers the Atomos Power Kit for just $99 more. This is a $149 kit at MSRP. You can add it to any sale for just $100 more. Bird Dog is also shipping the Bird Dog Mini. The Bird Dog Mini has a $5.95 MSRP. We have already shipped out our first unit, but we have more rolling to us very quickly, and then we will have a steady flow to fulfill all of your orders. So these two great products, the Atomos Ninja 5 and the Bird Dog Mini at well under $1,000, should make for some real strong Q4 sales. I also want to talk about some of the new LaCie drives. LaCie has done some great stuff with their drives where they're adding an ingest card reader capability to a lot of their models. The Rugged Raid Pro was the first to offer that with their SD card reader right on the end of the drive here, and the Rugged Raid Pro is in stock and shipping at $349.99. As you can see, this small little drive fitting right in the palm of my hand with their heavy-duty, ruggedized orange LaCie housing. 4 terabyte model is on the table here, but these drives start at just a $349.99 MSRP. It's a great option for your storage solutions. LaCie also announced the D2 Professional USB-C desktop drives, which have a USB-C connection in the back here and give you all of your storage needs in one reliable housing that, as you can see right here, is black. A slick black housing from LaCie is totally new, totally different, and really looks awesome on the table. The LaCie D2 professional drives are available in either a 4, 6, or 10 terabyte model, starting at just $199.99 MSRP, but really the 6 terabyte is your sweet spot. At just $50 more, you get an additional 2 terabytes of storage. But for your customers who need the largest drive available, you can go 10 terabytes at $399 MSRP. We also offer the ProGrade cards, and the ProGrade SD cards are a great companion to the LaCie Rugged Raid Pro sales with that ingest reader built into it. But also, ProGrade just announced their micro SD family of products. The micro SD cards are great attachments for all of your drone sales, mobile media sales, or anything like that. The ProGrade micro SD cards are available in 32, 64, and 128 gigabyte sizes, and the 64 and they're also all available in 2-packs as well. The micro SD cards are now shipping, and ProGrade is going to be at the NAB New York show in 2 weeks, not next week, in 2 weeks, and you'll be able to check out those cards there. LaCie is going to be at NAB New York as well. They're actually going to be in the Broadfield booth, booth number N119, right in the front of the hall. Now let's talk about some specials for the month of October. One special that's available now through October 20th is this great bundle that we put together with Sling Studio. The bundle includes the Sling Studio Hub, 1 camera link, a battery, a USB-C adapter, and a backpack. With that bundle, we're also including a 1 terabyte USB-C drive, LaCie rugged drive with the USB-C connection, in a total package of $17.99 MSRP. That saves your customer a little over $45 and allows them to put together this great multi-camera streaming bundle with 1 terabyte of high-quality storage that they can throw into that backpack and take with them out into the field. One of the reasons we worked with Sling Studio to put this bundle together with the LaCie drive is because of LaCie's reputation for that rugged housing and the fact that you can really throw it in that backpack and bring it with you and use it to back up anywhere you go. You can also store a ton of graphics, titles, and other stuff that you need for your production on the LaCie drive itself, and now it adds to the production quality of whatever project you're working on. We're also going to be sending you some new information on some Wirecast streaming bundles. We've worked with Telestream, PTZ Optics, X-Keys, and NewTek all together to create some really nice streaming bundles that are going to be promoted heavily through Technology for Worship magazine, Church Production magazine, and at the WFX show in Orlando coming up in November. The bundles that we're promoting through this, especially to the church market, start with a Wirecast Pro NDI bundle, including the Wirecast Pro software, which can run very well on either a PC or Mac, a PTZ Optics 12X NDI camera, and a Roland Rubix 22 USB audio interface. At under $3,000, that's a $29.99 package. It gives your customers the capability of getting started in live streaming and production for their house of worship. Stepping up from there, we went with the Wirecast Gear turnkey systems. The Gear 110, which is their HDMI model, NDI streaming bundle includes the Gear 110, the X-Keys controller, a PTZ Optics 12X NDI camera, and a Connect Spark HDMI from NewTek. That allows them to use the PTZ Optics camera as 1 camera for the shoot, but it also allows them to use a current camera that they have in the church and convert that to an NDI camera that can talk back over the network directly to the Wirecast Gear. And then the Roland Rubix 22 USB audio interface for $79.99 MSRP. The next bundle is essentially the same bundle, upgraded from the Wirecast Gear 110 to the 210 for your customers who have an SDI workflow. And that's going to come in at an $89.99 MSRP. And then the bundles that are really going to be promoted heavily are with the Wirecast Gear 230 systems. One of the reasons why you really want to lead your house of worship customers to the Gear 230 is because of the assignable I/O ports on the unit itself. Your customers in a church want to be able to stream their production but also output to a projection system in the building itself. The Wirecast Gear 230 with the assignable I/O adds that capability, and that's a top feature reaching into these markets. We have two bundles we put together with the Gear 230. One is what we call the NDI streaming bundle, multi-camera. You're going to get two PTZ optics cameras, one 12x NDI, one 20x NDI. You're still going to get the Connect Spark HDMI and the Roland mixer audio interface for a grand total of $13,000, $12,999. But the ultimate streaming bundle is going to include all that plus the LiveView Solo. The LiveView Solo is going to give your customers that additional flexibility of being able to take that production system out into the field, or to be able to take advantage of the cellular bonding for the worship areas that don't have a good network connection. We hear from rural churches all the time about how slow the networks that are available to them are. LiveView helps fix that with their cellular bonding solution. LiveView has kicked into this bundle not only with the LiveView Solo, with the LRT Cloud subscription for 1 year, but also with a subscription to the Solo Graphics, their cloud graphics option. And that grand total of that package is $15,499. And if you run it towards your church, they can go to ultimatestreamingbundle.com and actually register for an opportunity to win this bundle from PTZ Optics, with that winner being announced at WFX. Broadfield is working with PTZ Optics, Telestream, NewTek, and EdgeKeys on this whole bundle promotion, and we hope to have a ton of leads after the WFX show to farm out to our dealers who are interested in reaching out to these churches to talk about their live production needs. I also want to remind you that the Atomos Sumo 19 is still available at $19.95 while supplies last, and the 19M at $15.95 while supplies last. These are in stock now at Broadfield. And then finally, let's talk about some of the new products coming soon. The Connect Spark Pro from NewTek. Dr. Andrew Cross himself told us that we should expect to see these units rolling to us very shortly. Fingers crossed, we're going to see them any day now, definitely in time to make a big impact for Q4. The Connect Spark Pro adds that 4K over NDI capability that a lot of customers have been waiting on. The Teradek Video Go. Teradek released a press release at IBC saying that this unit was going to be ready to ship shortly after the show. We have conversations scheduled already with Mr. John Landman at Teradek to get him to pin down to a ship date on those, and as soon as we get that shipping information, we'll definitely share it with you. The Video Go is going to be a $14.90 MSRP with additional nodes available at $2.99 each. Bird Dog made a lot of news at IBC, where they announced the PTZ keyboard at $14.95 MSRP, and they announced their full line of PTZ cameras, starting with the Eyes P100 and P200 at $14.95 or $24.95 respectively. Bird Dog will be at NAB New York also, and we'll have some of this stuff on display there, but most of these cameras we're looking at a 2019 launch date. Hoping that the PTZ keyboard itself makes it in before the end of the year this year, but even that's going to be a little bit tighter. They also had the A200 and A300 series, and we just learned from Eamon at Bird Dog that the P stands for production, whereas the A stands for all-weather. The A200 and A300 are their all-weather outdoor models that give you additional flexibility of being mounted anywhere and everywhere. We spoke last week about some of the Roland products, the Roland XS42H and the VP42H. Their matrix switcher and video processor will be rolling to us shortly as well. If you have customers who can benefit from these within their application, reach out to your Broadfield salesperson. Rich, Dan, John, Gary, Angel, Glenn, and Jared. I didn't forget anybody there, and they can definitely help you out with that as well. We have a great schedule coming up for you. Next week, we're going to go into more detail on these streaming bundles, who can benefit them, and which bundle are right for your customers. Then we're going to be live from NAB New York on October 18th. Join us there at the show, pop in on camera, and be sure to tell me what your favorite craft beer is. And then on October 25th, we're going to have our NAB show wrap-up. We will have a crew running around, taking some video footage of all the great new products and some interviews from the show, and we'll be happy to share those with you on October 25th, which will then bring us back into November, where we'll go over some more news and specials to round out the rest of the year. If you have any questions, give me a call. I'm Jim, and jim@broadfield.com. Broadfield's number is 800-634-5178. Either I or your salesperson would be happy to help you. Thanks for joining us again today. We'll see you again next week.
Broadfield Distributing is a value-added distributor of live production, streaming, video editing, and storage products. We only sell to resellers. We are always looking for new dealers, so call us at 800-634-5178 or email sales@broadfield.com. You'll like doing business with Broadfield because we make it easy to do business.